I mentioned doing some applesauce and then apple pie filling. So here are the apples. When I do my applesauce, I usually use these the regular Red Delicious apple, and maybe mix in a couple of the this one here is a Granny Smith, and then you have the Golden Delicious. And I like the Granny Smith because it puts a little bit of a chunk in the applesauce, but not too much. But anyway, on this this video, I'm going to do the apple pie filling, and the same as that, I'm going to use more Granny Smiths than anything else. So I'll get the peeler out, peel the skin off, cut the core out, and cut it up into chunks. I prefer chunks in my pie filling or cobbler filling rather than the like the wedges. So that's what I'll end up doing. There's quite a bit of work ahead of me here. It's a pretty full box. I don't know, there's probably 60 apples in here or something like that. So I will get to work, and then once we get to the next step, I'll start there. All right, I'm working on the apple pie slash cobbler filling. You can see the apples. Got a couple I got some spots I need to cut off of, but I'm peeling them with a potato peeler, and I'm going to throw that out into the garden. Use my apple core and slicer, and then I'm just cutting them down into you know, about this size a piece here, 4 or 5 little cuts on the slice itself. Now you'll notice this is in a liquid. It is a fruit fresh, so it's got water and then this fruit fresh in it to help keep them from browning. That way they don't turn kind of gross looking. They taste fine, just some people don't like them being brown. So I'm gonna get all these cut up here. I got the box to go through, make them all look like this. I'll give them all a good rinse, and then once I'm ready to get them into the pot to get them warmed up with the syrup or pie filling liquid part, if you want to actually call it that, and then start the process of heating that up and then getting the jars ready and the water, boiling water canner ready. So I'm going to go through these and get a big old bucket of this, and then start the pan and see what we can do to get that all finished up. Here I have the mix for the apple pie, apple cobbler filling. It consists of about 3 cups of sugar, about 3 cups of water, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and then I will be adding to this, once it comes to a boil, I will be adding a half a cup of lemon juice and continuing on for a little while, and then I will add the apples that I had cut up a little bit earlier. I will add that to this mix. This batch right here is going to make 12 cups of the chopped apples. So I'm going to add 12 cups of chopped apples to this, and then bring this all up to temperature and get it packed away into either the jars, or I might do a bunch of it and have it frozen in like a Ziploc bag or a vacuum sealer bag. But this is the mix here. So it's water, sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and then I'm going to add lemon juice in a minute. And an alternative, if you want a little bit more appley flavor, is you can cut the amount of water, say, in half, and then add the other half of that being apple juice. So if you were to do it that way, you do like a cup and a half of water, cup and a half of apple juice, and do it that way. I just like to use the water and figure the apples are going to provide their own flavor. So I'm going to get this up and then get the half a cup of lemon juice added in there, and then the apples, and we'll go from there. I've added the apples to the liquid that I made up just a minute ago. I'm going to let it get back to where it's hot there, and then I'll get it ladled into the jars and into the boiling water canner, and then they're going to be in there 25-30 minutes, and they should be done after that. So I'm going to let these come up to temperature, and then get them in the jars and get them into the boiling water bath and get them all sealed up. I'll be back shortly. Here is the finished cobbler / pie filling. So it's about as simple as you can make it. This can go, into pie if you wish. It'd just be a chunky pie instead of the slices. I actually prefer this type of apple for my cobbler, so that's what I went with. And they are Granny Smith apples. I just like them cut up into these pieces like this for my cobblers. I do a few more cobblers than I do pie, but it works good for the pie filling as well. So here is the finished product. You can hear the boiling water still going. I've got a couple more jars in there, so I think I have enough at least for a little while anyway. But that's the apple pie / cobbler filling. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I will try to answer them the best that I can. Hope you enjoyed the video.